Okay, I'm live. All right, hey, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres, and I'm having to do a live video today because my phone is completely full, or at least it says it is, and we're trying to rectify that situation. But I have kind of something that I want to get out there, and then I have to go on to the next thing. I'm making hay this week, and then I'm doing some other things that it's going to take me away. So I just got to get this done now. And my wife said she's going to monitor this from the house and see if I've got this clocked correctly. But this was something that we said that we would do called planting the Three Sisters, right? Now, I've heard about this, but I've never actually tried it. And the Three Sisters are pumpkins or squash, I guess, corn, and some sort of climbing bean, like a pole bean, or green beans that climb, that are vine beans, not bush beans. All right, and the idea is you plant the pumpkins, which we have done. Actually, what you're looking at here, this used to be a pig pen. This was my boar pen, actually, and we would put sows into this pen when we wanted to breed them. And so this pen was here for 10 years, and it's gotten plenty of feed dumped in it. It's gotten plenty of pigs doing their digging thing and watering and manure and all that stuff. So it's gotten plenty of that. And when we took the fences out, we just saw all this beautiful dirt. I took 10 yards out. No, I took 20 yards. I took 2 truckloads out. My dump truck is a 10-yard dump. So I took 2 truckloads out that were just plumb full. So it's a good 20 yards came out of here of this nice, thick, rich black dirt. Then I rototilled it, and the plan was that's the proximity of the maintenance shop. We're just going to put grass here and then have it so we could park vehicles on it and work on equipment and stuff like that. But I felt compelled to plant it. Well, partly because a lot of these pumpkins came up. They volunteered from last year. And they came up so nice, I just would feel bad about just plowing them down. So we let them go. And then I even moved some from another location here. So like this hill right here, the closest one to me, if you can see it, is a transplant. So I actually transplanted pumpkin plants over here. And when I first brought them over, if you ever try this, I thought it failed because those leaves were down on the ground. They looked like they were withered. I mean, they were flat. It just looked like lettuce in the crisper drawer, But they came back, and Jill said they would, and they surely did. And it looks like they're going to just take off. We had an electrical storm last night, and that really gets things going as far as growth during the month of July, which today is the 2nd, by the way. So what we just did was in between these, and I harnessed a little boy power to do this. I gave him the planter, and it's just this thing you push along, and it dispenses a seed. And we mixed the beans and the corn together, and then turned Frank out here loose with it and said, just keep going until there's no seeds left. So he did that. So I've been wanting to do this for a while, and part of the reason I make videos is just to document how things go. So here it is, July. Our corn's supposed to be knee-high by the 4th of July. I know it's not going to make it, but the corn we planted was 80 or 63-day corn, so we should see some corn sometime in September, and I think that'll be fine, because we still have corn going late into September around here, so it should be fine. If not, that's okay. There's still plenty of other things here. We've got plenty of other garden space that's going to provide us with what we want. Ooh, I hope the wind's not. And forgive me while I'm doing this. I can't really read what you're saying, but thanks everybody for coming. I started to present this as targets of opportunity. Now that we're in the homesteading mode, and that's the difference is this isn't what we're doing for our source of dollars coming in the house. Before, when we were commercial farming, that's what we relied on for our source of dollars coming in. Now we are not. This is more like for the house and for our own use, and then a close circle of friends. So we have time now to do experiments like this and really start to understand how this farm actually works. Commercial farming is a little different. It's get her done and get her done now and get her sold and then go on to the next thing. And it's a tough way to go because you don't always get to experience the richness of farm life because you're just hitting it so hard and grinding out a lot of one or two or three things. This way we can really diversify. So instead of just having one type of chicken, we could have 10 types of chickens if we want to. And, you know, it becomes more of a hobby, more of a fun thing to do than, you know, got to get it done. So that's what's going on here, and I think I'm going to try and keep you updated on this because if this were to work and work well, they say that there's a symbiotic relationship between the three sisters, and I believe this is Indian or Native American folklore. The symbiosis between the beans, the squash or pumpkin, and corn, you know, it's supposed to work much, much better. And I believe there's something to it because I've heard it from several sources. I've just not had a chance to try it. And maybe we will keep this as our little shop garden because this is kind of my area. And I kind of enjoy coming out here and looking at it and running the sprinkler and smelling the fresh dirt and all that stuff while I'm taking care of equipment. Okay, I'm going to get moving on. We are making hay this week, and then we're on to the 4th of July parade. So it's Mark from Baker's Green Acres. Remember, anyone can farm.